Hello, I'm Robin. I'm an aromatherapist, and today I'm going to teach you how to make wonderful, natural, healing perfumes at home. Get ready. So the first thing you do is grab some essential oils, and then you need to either Google what are the base oils, what are the middle notes, and what are the high notes, and sift them in this order. Then when you've decided on which oils you're going to use and you've put the base, top and middle note in their correct order, you write a little list of each of the oils that you have in your table. Notice these are the ones all in a row here that I intend to test today to make my test perfume. And these two on the other side are my possibles. So here I have frankincense, which is a base oil and it ties all the notes together. And then next to it I have amorous wood, which is a form of sandalwood. And that is also a base note. So I'm not sure if I want to add or what I want to do. So I've put some extra oils out there. Of course, over here I have a whole box of essential oils, which I'll just bring over and show you. Oh, many. I actually have 3 boxes of these, and I always have them out when I'm going to make a perfume, just in case something's not going right. And I need to add another oil, or I need to start all over again. But it's very important to write your oils down first, all of them that you've got out, just not the 3 that you're hoping to use, so that you are diligent about having different squares along here, lines ruled down, ready to put in each little test. So I'm using these little vials, they're Pyrex. They have measurements on them, but essential oils, a few drops of this and a few drops of that doesn't really need measuring. Later on we'll go over the importance of blending tables, but right now we're just going to make the perfume compound. So I'm going to make 4 tests. So I'll put my 4 little Pyrex beakers down here, and then I have some cotton wool balls for testing the aroma as I go, so that you can just put a few drops of that onto one of these. However, at this point I'd like to talk to you about timber. When you put essential oils on a piece of timber, they can last for up to 2 to 3 weeks. So these are great if you've made a perfume for someone, and until you become licensed, it can only be family and close friends, but you want to send it off to them to see what they think about the aroma. That'll last up to 2 weeks. You can pop it in a little tiny plastic zip bag, pop it in an envelope, and for a few dollars or $1 you can post it off to the person to have a smell of. Then they can tie it to their handbag with this little hole up here, or they can wear it inside their bra, and the aroma will mellow out all day and give them a wonderful feeling of being marvelously alive. Then we have these little timber rounds. I'll just come up closer to the camera. This, see? They're great for men. Just add some string, some leather or a rope for them to tie it around their neck. And if they've got headaches, put chamomile on that and let them sniff it. Or lavender helps with headaches, basil helps with headaches. There's a few different oils, but of course you need to look up which ones do what. And I'll explain a bit more about that later. I gave one of these to my son because he was, he's in his mid-50s and starting to feel tired during the day. And it just helps the aromas I put on there just help lift his mood and keep him awake. So, I'm not very good at making videos, so please bear with me. The other thing that I want to talk to you about is, say you make a perfume out of all essential oils, and you've made a few tests of similar ones and you found the one you really love, and you put it into smaller jars, say these tiny little 2 ml jars, tiny weeny little things they are, and you add, say, fractionated coconut or jojoba oil to one, but the other one you want to keep neat. You want to keep it in a concentrated state. Well, that cannot be used on anyone's skin, yours or anyone else's, but it can be used in an oil burner, or like I have a perfume pendant, and I open it up and I either have cotton wool inside or little pieces of felt, sometimes a little piece of timber, and I put the aroma on there. Now that aroma, that is my Joy perfume that I made. I put that on there in July when I had a perfume group here doing a perfume course with me, and that aroma is lusciously still there. Now, if you're a person that gets depressed, you can look up what oils help lift your mood and wear those oils on cotton wool or little felt pads or whatever inside a perfume locket and smell them all day long. I'll come and show you that closer. Then you can buy these sorts of things on the internet that have little fluffy balls inside them, and they come with a chain. Very disappointed with these ones. As soon as they arrived and I opened them, the hinges all broke. But I'll come closer and show you. So, little perfume lockets that open up, and of course don't buy this particular owl one because it broke. In fact, I ordered 10 and they all broke. So now I've had to have them welded together, which isn't a problem because you can just put the essential oil still through the holes in the locket. And this is my gold locket that opens up and has the cotton wool inside. Okay, so let's start. You always start with your base oil. So here I'm going to put, this is frankincense, your base. And when the oils won't come out, and of course frankincense is a root, so it's a very thick oil. Just warm the bottle up in your hand, give it a bit of a shake. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3. And here I just want to do one of the frankincense. Oops, I did 2. Never mind. Always put your lids back on straight away because they oxidize very, very quickly. Sandalwood, very woody. And I'm just going to put 1 drop. Hopefully I can just get 1 drop. Better to actually use an eyedropper, which I would do if I wasn't doing this demonstration. Again, I need to warm that bottle up. Here it comes. 1, oops. Now I'm going to write down in 2 separate rows what I've done so far. So amorous was 1 in each of those tests, and the frankincense we ended up with 3 by mistake, and one there. So now I'm going to use the base note. Not a lot happening there. So this is Palmarosa. Again, a very woody, very earthy. I'm trying to make a man's perfume, or sometimes women like a real masculine scent. 2, 3. I'm going to just put 2 in here. 3 in each one. That's why you're better to use an eyedropper. Oh, now it's starting to add some flavour to the aroma. Now peppermint is very strong, so I've got to try and be very careful and only add 1 drop of peppermint. 2. Takes about 6 weeks for them to mellow and blend. That's smelling very woody, but I think it needs either a bit of floral or maybe a little bit of sweet orange. Yeah, because that's such a small quantity, the peppermint oil is taking over there. So I'm going to put another drop of amyris. Now another thing that I need to tell you about aromas, on Sunday I met one of my perfume students down in Brunswick Heads, and I had a swim, went to the markets because I was looking for an aromatherapist that I did my college degree with many years ago, who's now doing that particular market, but she wasn't there. So I had a swim, met with Melissa, and I showed Melissa some of my test perfumes that I'd made ready for the course that her and her friends did with me back in July, to show her the difference, how the aromas had changed in my little test bottles. And when you smell one particular bottle that actually does have alcohol in it, that particular one, it's like, wow, that's revolting. But as soon as you put it on a piece of timber or on your skin, the aroma dances. So this is why you can't rely on what the aroma is that's coming out of there, because it totally changes once it goes on the body or once it goes onto a piece of timber. And timber, funny enough, gives a very similar aroma for a fragrance as what your own body does. Science, how about that? So I'm not completely happy with those. I want to add a dash of floral of some sort. So I'm probably going to use pearl balsam, which I think is over here. Yes. So I'm going to add 1 drop of pearl balsam. Oh, it's to die for. Here it comes. Look. So 4 went in there, 3 went in there. Oh, much different. Okay, so now I'm going to get an eyedropper. which I had here ready. I did, I promise. Must have fallen somewhere, or I've moved it. Darn. I'll use a pipette. So mix it up. I'm going to put one drop in there, a couple of drops there, and then get another pipette for this one. And this one I'm going to put, oops, on cotton wool. And remember, I haven't put that orange, sweet orange in yet. I have to keep that over here so I remember that that's that side. Now immediately I have to write that this is test 1 that I put on the heart, and test 2 that I put Now I'm very happy with those. Oh, I like both. This one has more oomph, and this one I only put 1 drop of frankincense and 1 drop of amyris, but 2 drops of frankincense went in this by mistake. But there's only 1 drop of amyris. And there's no peppermint in this one. Wondering, should I add orange? Well, anyway, the thing is, today is about a learning curve for you, and I don't want this video to go too long, but virtually that's what you do. Get yourself different little containers, little Pyrex containers. Preferably, if I was making tests for myself, I would put them straight into these little bottles, and then I would name what test that is and put a little tag on it. Anything that I added, such as cotton wool pad or my little timber heart or anything, I would then put in a brown paper bag, to show you, like this. And I would write everything that went into that test and keep in that paper bag in a cupboard for around 6 weeks before I add the base oils. And I've put a link down below this video so that you can go onto my website and get a free printout of essential oil blending tables, so that, say you were going to make a 30 ml bottle of perfume, it'll tell you there how many drops of your concentrate go into that 30 ml, or if you're going to make a large massage oil for someone and it's a 100 ml bottle, it'll tell you in my blending chart how many drops of that concentrated oil that you've made will go into the 100 ml bottle. Those details are also in my aromatherapy book. There are over 42, 43 oils that are explained in that particular book. And this is my latest perfume book, and I'm in the process of doing a new version of this and adding some extra things, because after you write a book and then you give it to students to work with, you then find out from their questions that, yeah, I know I've got that in there, but that's not clear enough. I need to do that a different way. And so from your students, you're constantly learning how to improve these books. And the new version will be ready in January, but if you wanted to buy it for someone for Christmas, then this one is available now, and the free information is on my website. Thank you for being here today, and everyone says at the end of the video, like and subscribe, but you do whatever you like. You know, if you want to do that, great. If you don't, have a lovely day, and thank you for allowing me to share perfume making with you. And remember, it doesn't end here. In a few weeks I'll come back and I'll be showing you how to blend that into little roll-on perfume bottles, how to make miniature little bottles of perfume, and how to make small bottles of massage oil and large bottles, and also how to turn your concentrated perfume into a much bigger quantity and add to your oil diffuser. Thank you for your time. I'm Robin at skinsex.com.au, and I'm an aromatherapist and I love people. I hope I've helped you. Bye. How do I do this?